I remember my first fight, actually. Should I talk about that? They gave me a staff and they showed me a couple of moves on some downtime. And I was just so intimidated with the idea of trying to pretend like I'm hitting someone without hurting them. And I think we had a couple of bumps along the way, but eventually the stunt people would tell you how to hold back so that you can't possibly, hurt them in any way, so that you can actually use your energy and your emotion to come across and make it look believable. And yeah, actually every stuntman seems to have their own specialty. And with my character in particular, she had to learn first the staff and then the weapons called lUCY. So the coordinator would send me to one of the stuntmen who specialized in that field, and they would show me how to apply the weapon. So that was good, actually. And then if they were on set, I would have them show me a little twirl or how to take it around my back and up over my head, without knocking myself out. So that's what I love about the guys here, and the stunt women, is that they just embrace you and your technique. They want you to look good. I was trained in dance, so for me, every fight is almost like a sequence of moves, and it seems to flow as another dance would. No, the weaponry is quite unusual. I started to take kickboxing classes because I was having trouble with kicks. And now I feel as if I can place something somewhere and be very specific about how it will look on camera so that it sells the fight and we don't have to do it too many times. Knock on wood, I haven't hurt anyone. Well, yes I have actually. I haven't hurt anyone this year. I hate that. When did you hurt someone with that? Oh, it was awful. It was a staff fight, and my stunt double at the time was playing another character, another young woman. So I was supposed to be fighting her, and she came around selling one hit, and we both stepped into each other too closely, so I ended up hitting her with the staff on her nose. I'll never forget the sound of the thwack as it cut to the bone, and she was so stunned. She was going, oh my God, how do you, what do you do? And she just calmly, took care of it with the nurse, and she went right to the doctor, and they put stitches in. She's a beautiful woman. She still looks amazing. But yeah, what a feeling. It was terrible. Have you ever gotten hurt yourself? I have actually. I was playing an ill Gabrielle, and we were supposed to have this man coming through the roof. Well, one of our stuntmen jumped off of an apple box onto me, and my foot was underneath the blanket, so he couldn't spot it. So it crunched and didn't break, but I had a sprained ankle for a while, which became funny actually, because I was running around with a little skateboard, pedaling for money. Go on. It constantly amazes me what they do without any complaints, because each move that they have to sell requires their entire body from head to toe. And on the other hand, if you're actually trying to be the aggressor, it's just a precise movement where they have to use everything. Oh, it's so exhausting. Yeah, they're amazing. Staunch women. We had this awful episode where Gabrielle was in a harness for a very short time compared to Zoe. I had a couple days on there, and being feminine, being a female, I mean, it was, I don't know what I'm saying, it was my time of the month. I'm in this harness, I'm thinking, I cannot imagine anything more painful than this. This is just god-awful, And then I walked away and I looked at Zoe and I said, I can't believe she does this almost every day. How amazing. You'd never imagine it underneath all.
The truth is, certainly in a show like this, Xena is at least half stunting and editing. Stuntmen and women don't get anywhere near as much credit as they should, and that's part of their job description, is that their job is to make the actor look fabulous, even when the actor's a complete, uncoordinated prat like me. I've really improved quite a lot over the years, but for me to attain the level that Zoe's at would be an absolute impossibility, not only because I don't have the mindset for it, I don't have the time, but I don't have the physical attributes that make that possible. I mean, she can really do flips, and she's amazing. I need it. I mean, if I'm in the middle of winter swimming in a river against sort of outboard motors to help churn up the, if I'm there for 12 hours a day, it's over for me. I might be in that water uncomfortable for 12 hours, but Zoe will be in it for 3 days. So she's a blessing, and she never complains. She's always there. She's always chirpy, and Zena is half Zoe. I hate to tell you people that, but there you go. Like being a dancer, they must leave their careers with injuries from which they never completely recover, and because they're always at work, they never get time to recover from any single injury either. So it's just one injury on top of another, and the law is that they're not allowed to complain about it, and they don't. So it's really tempting to think that they're superhuman. They can just take it. Oh no, he can just fall off that horse 13 times. He can just do it. He's amazing. But we try to be a little more responsible, because we know this. Just because they're not complaining doesn't mean they're not hurting badly on the inside. So just to be mindful that they're not superhuman. They are flesh and blood, and they break. And a stunt woman like Zoe is just way too valuable to lose for all sorts of reasons. I feel really fortunate to have fallen into this role, because, like I said, I'm not very athletic, and it was a rude awakening into the physical world. But there's definitely a lineage that comes from those women, and without them, we probably wouldn't be on air. I think the action genre the action genre is a male bastion, but it seems like it was the natural place to go, because women are a largely untapped market for ticket sales or products or whatever. Yeah, it's time that women, they stop only selling us bloody feminine hygiene products or something. Give us something meaty, something fun. We're not averse to ripping anybody else off, so we're not averse to other people ripping us off. And obviously Buffy and Dark Angel are great examples of that, and then there's the Sheenas and goodness knows what else. But yeah, I'm very happy to be part of that continuum. It's been awfully good to me. It seems to be very empowering to women, and men like the action, and they like the tongue-in-cheek humour, and they like the eye candy, I guess. What was the question? I would for a movie, I wouldn't for television, because when you sign up for a television contract, it's a 6-year commitment. You have to be prepared to stick it out for 6 years, and there's so much love and strength and inner strength that needs to go into sticking with a show for 6 years. I cannot imagine finding another part that I could love as well, that I would be prepared to do that for. It could happen, I guess, but I just don't see them writing that part. Next time it would be my character, my family business, not, we'd be working for ourselves.